everybody, Dan and Leslie from Addicted to the Mouse here. We wanted to do a cool, fun series over kind of more helpful tips from our Aulani trip. So if you haven't watched our vlogs from that vacation, definitely go back and check those out. But we wanted to further dive into what the resort as well as the surrounding area, pretty much the entire island, has to offer. So if you decide to make a trip to Oahu, then hopefully these will help you out.
That's right. We definitely went into these things as we did the vlog, but rather than watching like 8 videos in a row, this will sum up all the cool places there are to eat, both at Aulani and then off-site for your next visit. We are fully aware that COVID is still a thing and that Aulani is shut down, as are, I think, all of these restaurants. That being said, we want to always keep planning. We always look forward to our next trip, and we are always planning something in the future. Last week we teased a big announcement that will come up after our next set of vlogs. So we leave actually tomorrow for a socially distant road trip. We've got our face masks in tow.
You should see my living room right now. It's in packing mode.
So it's just gonna be the 4 of us traveling in our own car. We're going out west, going Route 66, Pacific Coast Highway. We wanna do all the outdoor stuff, do a bunch of picnics. We're actually camping in Yellowstone. So that will be the next series of vlogs. And then after that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click that little bell for notifications, because I don't think you wanna miss that. This is gonna be an exciting venture after our road trip vlogs. With that being said, let's talk about some food, because I'm pretty excited about food.
Yes. So we decided we wanted to really experience several parts of the island. We didn't want to just stick with Aulani. And so we tried out several different places off-site that we really, really loved. First of probably one of our favorites, I would say, is Monkey Pod. Monkey Pod Kitchen is directly across the street from Aulani. You can actually walk there. The day we went to Monkey Pod, it was pouring down rain, so we did not walk, but it's very easy to walk across there. And I was so pleasantly surprised at how amazingly delicious and reasonably priced this place was.
It was really good. So it is essentially, I mean, it's a full restaurant, but it's got an amazing bar there. They make their own custom-made like ginger beer, and then, so you had a mule, and they made their own ginger beer, and I had 2 Mai Tais because one was not enough. And they custom make their own foam there. So Mai Tai is a big thing, at least on the island of Oahu where we were. But yeah, it was amazing.
Really
I highly recommend those 2 drinks. And then the food, like, yeah, you're right. It's a lot of great bar food. We got like appetizer-y stuff. It's super, super good if you want to get off-site of Aulani and not have to really drive or rent a car to go anywhere. Super walkable, just right across the street. But like you said, it was raining, so we actually drove.
Yeah, so we actually got the garlic truffle garlic truffle oil fries. Let me try that again. For $8, and you know, we are not huge truffle fans, but it worked out really good. Like
we got the truffle oil on the side, but we ended up dumping it on anyway because it was really good.
It was actually really good. So we were pleasantly surprised about that. And then we ended up getting a really yummy pizza. You got one that had lobster on it. And then Aiden ended up getting a sandwich. So it was, I mean, just really good food. I think Jennings got like a kid's pizza.
You got the fish tacos.
And I got the fish tacos.
They were super tasty.
Yes.
Yeah, fish tacos were $17. It was pretty reasonably priced. I mean, for 3 drinks and we got the appetizer and then 4 entrees. It wasn't super expensive.
So, yeah.
If you want to venture further outside of Aulani, there are a couple of really great options. Number 1 is the North Shore. So this is just a fun place to go for a day trip. If you've got a car, we highly suggest to make that trip up to the North Shore. Great beach up there. You'll see some surfers actually out on the waves. You actually get waves on the North Shore as opposed to in Ko'olina where Aulani is. It's really tranquil over there, at least at the time we were. We went over spring breaks over there in March. But up there are probably a lot of good options, but the most famous is probably Giovanni's Shrimp Truck. This has got a lot of hype. It was very good. I think the thing that you have to get there is the shrimp plate. So it's got grilled shrimp, but it's covered in this garlic, like fresh garlic, which makes it really good, and then sticky rice on the side. It may be a little overhyped for how crowded it was. I definitely suggest get there before the lunch rush because parking is almost impossible. I think we got there about 11 and there was 2 or 3 spaces left. And there was already a line and they had just opened up. So definitely it was worth it because we were already in the North Shore. And the other thing we did was shave ice up there.
Yes, so Matsumoto is delicious. You can get shave ice all over the island.
Including at Aulani.
Yes, and we'll mention that here in just a little bit. But the Matsumoto shave ice is a little bit different. I don't know, the flavors or something are a little bit different and unique. One of the things...
The texture of the ice is a little bit finer too, so it's like like a fine snow, which is awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. So one of the things our kids, well specifically Aiden, really loved about the shave ice everywhere we got it in Hawaii was putting condensed milk on top of it. So as weird as it sounds, do it. It's delicious.
If you like that sort of thing. It makes it like a cream, almost like a kind of a flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
And then aside from the North Shore, the one place that you absolutely have to go is Leonards Bakery. This place was awesome. So you're not gonna get a full meal there, although you will get full, but they have they've got a lot of different things, but they're famous for their malasadas, which is this Portuguese donut. It's incredible. Yes. I don't even know. I mean, you can get them plain with just sugar dusted on there. You can get them filled with all kinds of stuff. And everything we had was, we actually like the plain ones best.
We tried every flavor.
We tried everything. We got them all. We got like macadamia nut cream, chocolate cream, all kinds of cream. And they were all good, but the cream, at a certain point, it just becomes too much and too heavy. So they're just fluffy and soft and so good.
The plain like cinnamon sugar ones, those it's like they melted in your mouth. They were so light and airy and just delicious. And so I think that's why all of us liked those the best, ended up liking those the best. But all of them were delicious. And I think you can make a full meal there because there were several like sausages rolled in different things, like bread things, maybe some sandwiches. There's definitely tons of desserts. We went for the malasadas.
Yeah, the malasadas
we didn't try anything
awesome.
else.
It's just a counter. You walk in, there's no place to sit in there, so you just take it to go. So it's really, really good. Great. It would be a great treat if you wanted to bring it back, although I don't know how you could resist just like...
delicious.
Okay, so let's talk about Aulani specifically, where there is to eat at Aulani. So we're going to start at some of the more quick service places and stands, and then move up our way to kind of the... it's the best restaurant there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so there's several little quick service, like beachside, poolside diner areas. We'll start beachside, and that's Little Opihi's beachside kiosk. I apologize if I said that incorrectly. So if you are enjoying your time out on the beach in front of Aulani, you can very easily quickly go to this little stand. They have different ice cream desserts. They've got sandwiches, salads, wraps, fresh fruit, chips, waffle cones, just, kind of like normal fare that you would see or that you would expect at a place like that. Nothing to write home about, kind of your quintessential park food if you want to compare this to a Disney park versus just a Disney resort.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have your Papaya Shave Ice.
So this is right in the middle of everything. It is right in the middle of all the pool areas. It is very good shave ice. They're kitschy little, I guess, whatever is, you can get Mickey ears on it. So it's a bowl of shave ice and 2 little Mickey ears on the top. And I mean, you pay extra for it, but you kind of
It's adorable. Although the ears don't stay on very well. Aiden tried to bite into the ear and it plopped on the ground.
Not as good as Matsumoto, but still pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. And another quick service place is Mama's Snack Stop. Now this one is directly next to the Shave Ice place at Aulani. So this one's got like some fish and chips, got an Ono sandwich. You can get like chicken tenders, kind of the same idea. Normal like theme parky type food that you would get at like a quick service location.
So we didn't actually eat here, but the coconut fried shrimp actually looked really, really good. If you were just lounging by a pool all day and just didn't want to go in anywhere, it looked pretty good.
Yeah. And then there are a couple of poolside bars. There is the Wailana pool bar, and then there's also Off the Hook. Off the Hook is where Dan and I hung out most of the time. We kind of planted ourselves there while the kids ran around and did their thing. Mostly it's like a poolside bar. So you can get drinks and beverages, but you can also order food. So you can get kind of typical stuff like the hot dogs and hamburgers for the kids, mac and cheese. Not anything like mind-blowing on the kids menu piece, but there did look to be some really yummy looking stuff as far as on the regular menu.
Yeah, the drinks were the kind of star of the show here. That being said, there's some cool different drinks for Aulani, so like tropical stuff, they put their twist on some things, but they're the same drinks across all the bars, so it's not like you're gonna go into one and find something super good, unless you just ask the bartender to come up with something different. It seemed to be the same drink menu.
Yeah. So food-wise here, like you can get several different kinds of tacos. You could get some like a spicy ahi sandwich. Like it definitely looked to be intriguing. There were some burgers, even some plant-based stuff. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can definitely find some options here. So all right. So the Olelo Room is the next place we're going to talk about. And really, as far as food-wise or drink-wise, it's definitely very similar. Like it has the exact same menu as the Poolside Bars. They do have like a sushi and sashimi menu. So if you're going for food, when we went to check it out, it was actually after we had had dinner. So we didn't want anything to eat. We just wanted a drink, but then we figured out it was the same drinks that we'd been drinking at the poolside and decided against it. But
cool vibe, but very, very crowded. It took us probably 25-30 minutes just to get
one
in.
seat.
We got one bar stool at the bar. I was standing, and it was the same drink menu that we had at the outdoor pool bar. So we're like, okay, this was fun. Next.
Yeah, we really just wanted to check it out, kind of see what the vibe was and everything. All right, so let's get into the really fun ones.
Yes.
Okay, so Makahiki is the buffet that is there. I'm not sure exactly what that will look like once things open back up, because buffets are changing around the country, but they do a character dining experience. So they have, in the mornings, you can get your classic characters. So you can see like Mickey and Goofy and Donald. But in the evening, it's super fun because Stitch is there, as well as Chip and Dale. Now these are three characters that are goofy and silly and really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so again, this was right before COVID was becoming a thing, so the buffet was actually still going on at the time. And it was super laid back, and we saw these characters multiple times each because it's not that big of a dining area. You do want to make reservations for this one before you go, just to make sure that you get in there, but the food for dinner was amazing. You had crab legs and sushi and prime rib, and then all kinds of casseroles and pizza. The kids had a little kids section bar off to the side like Disney normally does. So if the parks are any indication, they made sure this into family style when they open back up. Once Hawaii lets visitors come to without having to quarantine. So, but yeah, this was a super good one. Highly recommend it. And you get your picture taken with a character when you go in.
Yes, so you get your picture taken with Donald, which was super fun.
Or I believe Mickey in the mornings, or Goofy.
Mickey in the mornings, I believe, yes.
So this one is a pretty expensive one. Check out the price before you go. This one was definitely the $200 range for all four of us for one dinner, but we only ate there once, but it was worth it the one time to try it out. It was very, very good.
I would say pretty comparable to any character meal dining experience like that you would get at Disney World or Disneyland.
Yeah, maybe a little bit higher because of the prime rib and the crab legs. And so the Ulu Cafe, we want to touch on that. That is a quick serve, grab and go, kind of like, just any DVC resort has. Upped one, it's a quick service restaurant. You can go in there and you can get bowls made. You can actually get malasadas there, not near as good as the ones at Leonards, don't be fooled. And then a lot of quick service, just drinks, grab and go type stuff.
Yeah, they definitely have some unique spin because they're in Hawaii. This is also where you will get your refillable mug and where you can fill up your refillable mug. So if you decide that that's something that you want to do.
All right.
The big one.
So the coolest dining experience while we were there was a date night that we did on our last night there for dinner at
Ama.
So good.
Now, this is definitely a pricier meal, hence the reason that it was a date night for us.
Two-person meal, yeah.
But this one, it's so good. We ended up sharing a lot of what...
Yeah, and it worked out great.
Yeah, like we shared an appetizer, it was a salad, and we shared the entree.
And they actually split the salad for us. They wrote it on 2 plates and just a half of a salad.
Yeah, we each got a drink. But there are some really cool things you can get here. I mean, you can get like a platter that has oysters and crab legs and prawns. You can get really fabulous steaks, which we got a really, really delicious steak.
Yeah, it was very good.
So there's definitely quality food, and then the view is phenomenal.
So if you can make a reservation for sunset, it would be incredible. It overlooks the lagoon, and the beach, and it's just so beautiful. Again, it was raining the night that we went, which didn't impact the meal itself, but the view was gray. It wasn't anything to look at. But yeah, it was so good. Highly recommend this. It's definitely the upscale place to go while at Aulani. Perfect for a date night, perfect for a family really, but as expensive as the Makahiki buffet character meal is, this is even more expensive because of the quality of the food. So, but that was probably our favorite meal there.
Yeah, and it's a meal that the sides come a la carte, if that gives you any indication of the price.
Yeah.
So you have to choose your sides as an a la carte option.
Absolutely. So that is it. Those are the best places to eat, in our opinion, for when you're staying at Aulani. So for those of you that are looking forward to your next vacation to Aulani, hopefully this has given you some sort of planning guidance or helpfulness.
Yeah.
Give us a comment below and let us know if this helped you and where you're planning to go.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thanks for joining us.
All right, see you next time.